Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to the Human Behind Human AI Sells. And it is Monday on 4th of July week, and I didn't realize I was looking this funky today, but nonetheless, I am here and I'm executing on a live. I originally have these planned for 11:30. But Houston, Texas time, so Central, but I am a bit later. It is again 4th of July week, and so the days are a little bit lighter. I'm only working on the things that are either already in my calendar or are super important for me to accomplish. And this is one of those because I launched it last week, or actually, I think I did a test run a few weeks ago. But I really wanted to just make sure I executed, especially since I don't have any other lives going this week with 4th of July landing in the middle of the week. So that being said, the purpose of this live stream is really, we all need accountability partners. Now, don't get me wrong. It is super important for us to hold ourselves accountable in relation to a lot of the things that we do. But there are moments, times, situations, projects, goals that sometimes we need a little bit of help. And, that we are already holding ourselves accountable for so many things. So it's important for us to find accountability partners in those other areas. And this is one of them. So my accountability partner is you guys out there, whomever might be watching. So regardless of where you are located, be sure to let us know or let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to respond back. But I'm super excited to hold these weekly shows, which are simply just 10-15 minutes worth of just getting to know me a bit more. And it is really while I would love to share with whomever wants to get to know me, it is more centered around me being able to leverage this content in other ways in the future. So this is my way to get this out there so that I can do something with the content. So last week was the intro. This week, and I might even do these tomorrow and Wednesday as well, but this week the goal is, today in particular, is really to talk about why I even started, or the creation of, the launch of Cellivators and Human AI Sells. So again, 10-15 minutes, and then we'll move on, or I'll close out. We won't actually move on. We'll close out for the day and everyone else can move on. So that being said, how did I start Human AI Sells? Well, so that was just something that was fostered here or created just recently. So it's been an evolution. So this has been Human AI Sells, has only been trademarked for a short period of time, or worked in on trademark. And then, but it came out of my Cellivators brand. And Cellivators really was because of my launch of Success with AI. So a little bit about that. So a couple of years ago in 2020, well, we're in 24. So in 2022, I realized, and I'll share more, there's a enclave of events that occurred that caused me to really start and embark on this journey of healing, of which I am most certainly on the other side of, but that start happened around 21. So in 22, and I'll share more of that as we go down this journey together. But I started in 2022. I was in the corporate world and realized that as part of my journey of healing, I'd always wanted to own my own business. It had been something that I'd even actually attempted before, and realized that the only way I was going to be able to do that was if I finally just took the leap and executed. And it seemed like the perfect moment. It was a moment in which I wasn't super happy where I was. I had not had a wonderful experience finding a new home in the 2 years that I had been searching. And so I realized that this was my opportunity to really start my own business. That was one reason. But the second reason, and probably the more important, was what I realized in the last 2 years was that there was this huge gap within the sales world. We were adopting all of these AI technologies within the sales process, and we were not really leveraging it in the most effective way. And I realized that I could make a change or make an impact sharing with the benefits and the value of AI, leveraging AI technologies for efficiencies, but then the negative implications should we not retain the human element. And so I went to my husband and I said, Andreas, do you mind if I quit my job and start my own business? And he was like, okay, I guess. And there was, that's how Success with AI was born. That being said, you don't make a whole heck of a lot of money as an evangelist if you don't have a large following. So if you're not a thought leader or an influencer, I mean, it's really hard to get your message out. And so what I realized was I needed to go back to the drawing board and figure out, how do I still leverage AI, the conversation around AI and humans, the human element of that. And how do I do that in a way that is much more effective, where I can make a greater impact? And what I realized was my 30 plus years in sales was where I could extract my sales experience and success along with my AI knowledge and just my passion for humanity, and bring those three together. And that was where I launched Cellivators, which is a program designed specifically for sales. This isn't a sales pitch, so I won't spend any time there. You can DM me or ask in the comments below if you'd like a little bit more information about that. But then as I've been evolving, Human AI Sells just became something that spoke to me. And so I adopted that, Human AI Sells. So that's really why I started down this entrepreneurial path and launching Success with AI, then my Cellivators program, and really this concept of Human AI Sells. Because I think that while we are all doing excited, or while many of us are excited about leveraging AI technologies, especially as it relates to the sales process, what we're really struggling with is how to reduce the noise, make sense of the AI technologies that we're leveraging while still retaining the human element. And then more importantly, how to continue to foster this human connection. We're talking about personalization and Uber personalization quite a bit. We're talking about pitch slapping and cold emails, cold outreach in general versus warm outreach. And we're having these conversations. They are on the forefront because we have so many automated processes. And because of the evolution over the last 5 years, just of the digital transformation and humans, what we need in order to engage regularly. And so we are in a moment where it's so very important for us to focus on how we cultivate and elevate that human connection, that human experience within the sales process, because buyers demand an experience today. They really demand a connection, a relationship. They want to know that you're not only someone that they know, like, and trust, but also with credibility. And credibility comes with, multiple conversations and developing a relationship. So that was really why I started down this entrepreneurial path again, and the launch of each of these brands. I'm super excited to be here. If I decide to join tomorrow, which I think I'm going to plan to, so plan to be here if interested at 11:30 tomorrow Central Time, Houston, Texas. And there I will talk about kind of my history, my 30-year history. But the goal of this is to take you down this story path, this journey of, here's why I started my company or my business, my offering, what I do. Here's the experience that got me there. But then here's my why, and then take you from my why all the way back up to here. So hoping that you enjoy this. I know that if you don't, it's okay with me, because it is just putting myself out there again. If you don't know, I'm not a huge fan of video. I do it, and I do a lot of it, as we can see, every day, well, except on the weekends. But I don't love it. And there's another a tidbit of info that I'll share with you as well in a future session. But this is my opportunity to continue to put myself out there and force myself to grow, right? Uncomfortableness creates growth. So pushing myself, and I have some goals and aspirations that relate to this content. And so I'm holding myself accountable, but more importantly, I'm putting myself out there so that others can hold me accountable so that I can actually achieve the goal that I have, the aspirations that I have with this content. So I'll share more about that later as well. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I hope that you are kicking off an amazing week. And I hope that for those of us that are in the US, that we're taking time with our families and that you're just really enjoying the journey that you're on. I'd love to hear some of the tidbits, why you started. Today's theme is how I really started down this entrepreneurial path. Share with us in the comments below if you're listening, and let us know where, your journey, whether you're in an entrepreneur or even just within the corporate world, it doesn't really matter. We all have a story, so I'd love to hear yours. I look forward to seeing you guys back here tomorrow, but otherwise it'll be Mondays at 11:30 Central Time. Tomorrow I'll be here as well, 11:30, and then we'll decide tomorrow whether I do Wednesday. So anyway, I hope everyone again has a wonderful rest of your day. For those that might be listening, thank you. And definitely let me know if you're out there by leaving the hashtag Team Live or Team Replay. Otherwise, see you guys soon.